Okay, our next poet up is Danielle Zyp. Danielle was working on her third book of poetry when she decided it was time to learn more about the craft to which she dedicates so much of her time. Danielle often comes up with the most unique ideas for a poem and finds the more form she knows, the more unique ideas she comes up with to fill them, and on it goes. She's going to have a lot of books of poetry in the end. Danielle has done many poetry readings in her time and has a strong and confident reading voice that pulls you into her poems and keeps you there. Here's Danielle.
Hello. I have to apologize because I'm kind of using you guys to explain a relationship to my parents. And so my parents are here. So I wrote a little introduction. So some of these poems are about a guy who stole a bicycle, 2 cameras, and altogether he owes me $10,000. He had a very loud voice, and we split when he painted with blood on my door, and I called the police. How can I explain to you that I still love this troubled alcoholic? As well, I should tell you what a good little maid and cook he was. Fabulous, but is it worth $10,000 and all the anxiety? He was really a baby in need of coddling. It was about loving tiny things. It was love. It was big love. Okay. If I can find the first poem, I'll read it to you. Okay. Wild strawberries. We strolled hand in hand, sunshine glinting off water and land. We smiled and talked and played. Aside the trail our blanket laid. We picked wild strawberries along the way, sweet and fresh just like the day. I put one berry on his tongue, sweet like grandma's, his heart sung. We reached the lake when noon was high and jumped in the water with a splash and a sigh. Being in the nude felt so good, carefree, a playful mood. He asked me quickly with a wet gasp, "Will you stay with me to the last? Will you marry me here and now? The water and sunshine will hear our vows." I said yes with a warm embrace, and then I kissed him face to face. It was a beautiful day from start to end, myself and my lover hand in hand. And this next one is called You Are. You are a tornado coming to town, a tsunami on the beach, a colorful crying clown, a bloodletting horrible leech, a chef from Soup du Jour, an artiste extraordinaire, a lovable, sensitive whore, a baby, a child with a temper, a master of telepathic thought, a yogi of modern massage, a thief dying to get caught, a patient waiting for triage. You are a complex creature, friend and lover, student and teacher. Let's see here. The muse is back. The muse had disappeared, and I felt all alone. My poetry had dispersed, my energy for writing gone. For a moment I felt panic, then just stone drop dead. Everything had turned stagnant, my pencil broken lead. Perhaps I've been put on a waiting list, no longer number 1. Or perhaps the muse went for lunch, or was lazing about in the sun. What to do, how to get him back? Oh, I missed a whole stanza. Hold on a sec. Let's just go back here. Or perhaps the muse went for lunch or was lazing about in the sun. No matter, I can write alone. This muse is all in my head. Stutter, sputter, no words to hone. Without that muse, I'm dead. What to do, what to do, how to get him back? I must inspire the muse to give me an art attack. Who knew, who knew? The muse wants something back. But what can I give to a ghost who isn't even a fact? I went to my meditation corner, breathed incense and chanted ohms, but I felt like little Jack Horner, and I didn't even pull out a plum. Then I tried praying to God, pleading for inspiration. I even tried listening to my iPod, but my beautiful muse was gone. Days and nights went by with just the ticking of the clock, when finally my muse came back and I was hit with an art attack. Words came fast and furious, poetry once again my friend, and now I know that particular muse is spurious. It's on myself I can depend. And this is a poem from a package of poems called The Unsent Letters. And these are all letters that I'm writing to people that I'm not going to send. And this one is to a 94-year-old lady who lives in Nova Scotia. Dearest Nanny, I want to tell you somehow about singing with Scott. Traveling through those rough-cut motels, singing on the train tracks and hay bales with floating clouds and yoga, voices of the gods and goddesses channeling through us. I felt you with me, Nanny, and ancestors. And I met you again, Nanny, with golden stars on your diaphanous white blouse. I love you. I was coming, Nanny, driving straight across the country to see you, even got a job doing a huge mural in a bar, Nanny. I wanted so much to get better, for my dreams to come true. They said to keep driving, to make it to Halifax, at the little lady's bed and breakfast. It was in Consort, Nanny, where Katie Lang was born. All those beautiful rolling hills, like giant bellies, rolling and rolling around there. And art, Nanny, and Saskatchewan. All those beautiful little drawings and watercolors running, just running, with purpose, compelled. I'll just read one more, if I can find it. It's called Temptation. Temptation. Oh, to sink to the bottom of the sea and listen to the music there. To search for meaning amongst the fish and the water. To break through the mirrored cover to the depths below. The temptation to break the glass surface and coax out internal strummings, to dance the real dance to music, sharp staccato and softly humming. Thank you.